Hello, my dear student. A very good morning to all of you. In previous video, we have discussed the interaction of radiation with matter. In this video, we have discussed the three processes of that: absorption, spontaneous emission, and stimulated emission. Student, we know that the atoms number of atoms per unit volume in energy level E1 and number of atoms per unit volume in energy level E1 is the N1 and N2 is the number of atom per unit volume in energy level E2 is the N2. Okay, and that is also known as a population. Then we have start the first process absorption. Okay, in absorption, let's see the figure. We have considered the two level energy diagram E1 comma E2, that is the energy incident photon before and after. That is the absorption process. That process is the absorption process. Okay, let see the diagram. Point is a process is a absorption. Let's see the diagram. Then the photon energy h mu and h mu is the difference between that two energy level. H mu is equal to E2 minus E1. That photon energy h nu is incident on an atom, incident on a lower level energy E1, that incident on a lower level energy, that is the atom on a lower energy level E1, that incident photon incident on that atom, and that atom absorb the photon and it jumps to the excited state E2. That process, the transition is known as the induced absorption, stimulated absorption, or simply is known as a absorption. Okay, that absorption, that photon is incident on that atom, lower level energy atom, and that atom is absorb the photon, and that atom will excite, that jumps to the excited state E2. That process is known as a absorption. And that raising or pumping of an atom from lower level to higher energy level through the process absorption is known as a optical pumping. And this transition is known as a absorption, or is also known as a induced absorption, or is also known as a stimulated absorption. This process is a absorption. That atom is a lower energy level. That atom absorb that photon, that is the incident photon energy, that absorb the photon and it jumps to the excited state. That process is a absorption. And that pumping is known as a optical pumping. But that corresponding to each absorption transition, one photon is disappear. Clear? One photon is disappear from that incident light, and one atom is added to that excited state. That incident photon, that incident light, that one photon is disappear. That why? Because that atom is absorb this photon, and that photon will disappear, and that one atom is added to that excited state E2, and that is maybe expressed in equation A plus H nu tends to A star. A plus H nu tends to A star, where A is atom in lower energy state, where A is atom in lower energy state E1, and A star is atom in excited energy state E2. Okay, that A plus H nu tends to A star. That lower energy atom is absorb that incident photon, and it will jumps to the excited state. That means one photon is disappear from incident light and one atom is added to the excited state, and it can be maybe expressed as that A plus H mu tends to A star. Then we know the number of atoms per unit volume, that is simply known as a population, but that number of atoms per unit volume that makes that upward transition from the lower level to higher level per second is called as a rate of absorption transition. Rate of absorption transition. What is mean by rate of absorption transition? The number of atoms per unit volume in upward transition from lower level to higher level per second is known as a rate of transition, and it is given by R suffix ABS, that is the rate of absorption transition is equal to minus dN1 by dt, and that minus dN1 by dt is represent the rate decrease of population at the lower level E1. Minus dN1 by dt is the rate decrease of population at the lower level E1, and its rate of absorption is also represented the rate of increase of population at the upper level E2, and that is R ABS is equal to dN2 by dt. This is the rate. It is a decrease of population of lower level E1, and that is the rate of increase population at the upper level E2, and or the rate of absorption transition R ABS is equal to minus dN1 by dt is equal to dN2 by dt. That is the rate of transition, and that rate of absorption transition can be expressed as equation R ABS is equal to B12 rho mu N1, and that B12, where B12 is constant of proportionality and is also known as Einstein coefficient, for induced absorption, B12 is the Einstein coefficient, and rho mu is the number of photon per unit volume of incident beam, and that N1 is the number of atom per unit volume of energy level E1, and these are the process of absorption. Then next process, second one is a spontaneous emission. Spontaneous emission. Let's see the diagram. Consider two level energy diagram, that is the E2, E1. This energy, that is the excited atom. This is the before and after that E2, E1, this excited atom goes to the lower energy level, that is the after, that is emitted photon. And this is the emission process, spontaneous emission process. In the spontaneous emission process, in previous processes, the atom goes to the excited state, that is the E2. But in that excited state, this excited atom cannot stay more than the 10 raised to minus 8 second. 10 raised to minus 8 second. That excited atom cannot stay more than the 10 raised to minus 8 second. That means हा जो एक्साइटेड आयटम आहे 10 रेस टू मायनस 8 सेकंद पेक्षा जास्त वेळ इथे राहू शकत नाही. दॅट एक्साइटेड आयटम कॅनॉट स्टे more than 10 raised to minus 8 second, and after the 10 raised to minus 8 second, that excited atom goes down to the lower energy level E1. But in that processes, that photon will be absorbed. That excited atom, in absorption, that atom is absorb the photon, and that will be the excited atom, and that atom cannot stay more than the 10 raised to minus 8 second, that is a tau, average lifetime, cannot stay the 10 raised to minus 8 second, and after the 10 raised to minus 8 second, that excited atom goes to the lower energy level E1. But that process is that atom is emit the photon will be emitted, and that transition is known as a spontaneous emission. That transition is known as a spontaneous emission, and that process is represented by the equation A star tends to A plus H mu. That meaning of that equation, A star, initially that A star means that atom is excited state, but it cannot stay in the excited state more than the 10 raised to minus 8 second. Then after the 10 raised to minus 8 second, the atoms will goes to the lower level, and that is the A is the atom in the lower energy level E1. But that emitted the photon will be emit, and that process is known as the transition or process is known as a spontaneous emission, or that transition is a spontaneous transition. Then the rate of spontaneous transition, that is the R suffix Sp, rate of spontaneous transition, that is the minus dN2 by dt is equal to N2 by tau, average lifetime of spontaneous transition, and is also the rate of spontaneous transition in terms of Einstein coefficient, that is the A21 into N2. And rate of spontaneous emission, that is the A21 N2, and A21 is the Einstein coefficient of spontaneous emission, and N2 is the number of atom per unit volume of energy level E2 and A21 is the 2 energy level 2 to 1, that is the Einstein coefficient. This is the spontaneous emission. And third one is the last process. Third one is the stimulated emission. And let's see the two level energy diagram. E1, E2. This is excited atom, energy, incident photon, before, then after the atom goes to the lower energy level and emitted photon. This is the emitted photon. Okay, and this is the after. In that stimulated emission, already that excited atom, this is the excited atom at energy level E2, but that excited atom cannot stay more than the 10 raised to minus 8, and in that excited atom we interact with, that is the H nu is the incident photon, that is the photon will be incident on that excited atom, and that excited atom is interact with that incident photon, we have already the photon. This excited atom means we have already the photon energy, but that excited atom is interact with that photon, then this excited atom goes through the lower energy level E1. This excited atom goes to the energy level E1, but that emitted the two photon, that incident photon, and that we have already the one photon, that two photon will be emitted, and that transition is known as a stimulated transition, and that process is a stimulated emission. But that two photon will be emitted, that process is represented by the equation A star plus H nu tends to A plus 2 H nu. The meaning of that equation, A star is the atom in excited state E2, and that excited atom will interact with that incident photon, we have already the photon, but that excited atom is interact with that photon, and that atom goes through the lower level energy E1, and that is the A is the atom in lower level energy E1, but it emitted the two photon, and the rate of that stimulated emission of photon is RST is equal to B21 rho mu N2, and B21 is the Einstein coefficient, of stimulated emission, and N2 we know the number of atoms per unit volume in energy level E2. In this way we have discussed the three processes: absorption, spontaneous emission, and stimulated emission. In laser, light amplification by stimulated emission of laser is the light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, and we have discussed the stimulated emission. And in that stimulated emission, two photon will be emitted. Then we have considered the only one atom. We discussed the more than one atoms. Okay. In next video, we have discussed the Einstein coefficients and its Einstein coefficient and Einstein radiation, or only simple the Einstein coefficient.